Brr, it is. Woo, it's cold today, boys. Get the Ram started up. And not working on the Mustang today. Did a bunch of stuff on it yesterday, which you got to see in the next video. And I've got a few more odds and ends I need to do to get the car ready to go for the next session at the track. But we are getting somewhere. Got the battery charging up right now. But we'll get back to the Mustang in another video. Today we're taking the 2019 Ram 1500 out for some good old fun. Woo, it's cold. Burr, burr. All right, guys, so like I said, today we're in the 2019 Ram 1500. I wanted to make a video doing some 0 to 60 pulls, and today just happened to be perfect. It's actually Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving with your family and friends, but today's a perfect day because it's wet out. It snowed last night, but it didn't snow very much. The rain kind of turned into sleet, which turned into a little bit of snow, but we didn't get much, as you can see. But the roads are wet, so I thought this would be a perfect time to actually test this out. So we're gonna do some 0 to 60 pulls in 2-wheel drive and in 4-wheel drive, so you guys can see the difference on a wet surface. And then once it's dried up in a couple days and it's nice and warm out, we'll get out and take the truck and do some 0 to 60 in 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. But you never know when the weather's gonna be like this, so I thought this would be a perfect time to test out the 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive launch 0 to 60, so you guys can see the differences, see what the truck wants to do. 0 to 60, 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. We've got the Draggy. I brought my little Draggy. If you guys don't know what these are really cool little things. There's an app in the phone. I think these are like 120, 130 bucks, something like that. But they attach magnetically. You just put like a little strip of magnet that they give you that has an adhesive on the back, and it just sits right there. And it works best, obviously, if it's like an open area on your dashboard just pointing up. And it works through the Draggy app that they have on your phone, which the app is free, obviously. You just got to buy the little Draggy mechanism. But it can tell you 0 to 30, 0 to 60, your 60-foot time, your 1/8 mile time, 1/4 mile time with mile an hour. And they're typically pretty freaking accurate. So these are a really cool thing to have. Kennedy got me one, and I've been wanting one for a while. I just never actually went out and bought one. So if you guys wait long enough, your girlfriend might be cool enough to buy you one. So we've got a lot of videos that I want to use the Draggy on. I want to use it on the Mustang, obviously on the track, and then we can compare that to actual slip times. And then you can see like your 60 to 130, which a lot of people like to compare, because that really tells you how much power you're making. You know, your 60 foot is all about the suspension, the tire, how light the car is, you know, how good you are at launching the car. But 60 to 130 really tells you how much steam your car is really putting down. So we'll get into all that in another video in the Mustang. But today we're worried about some 0 to 60 times in the truck in the cold weather. It is 32 degrees out, so it's going to be pretty slick out. It'll be mostly wet though, but it's going to be a good time. Let's get to Mexico. Okay, guys, so I had a phone mount to hold the phone like this so we could get some good footage with the Draggy app, because what's really cool is the Draggy app will overlay the times on the film. So I'm going to attempt, good thing it's not a high horsepower car and it's an auto, so I'm just going to attempt holding the phone with the Draggy, and then we'll record on the GoPro also. So we're going to get to a spot where it's not so hilly. I might have to turn around. But things to note: 2019 Ram 1500 stock 5.7 liter V8, not the e-torque system, which gets you off the line a little bit quicker. This does have 285, I forget the other, but it's 285 something tires, so a little bit bigger tire. It's essentially like a 33-inch tire. It's essentially what it comes out to, the ratio. 392 gears, and it's 32 degrees out, and it's actually pretty decently dry over here. So I think back where I was is a little more slick, so we'll go back that way to make it a little more interesting. But yeah, we're gonna get turned around because I don't know where the heck we are. Okay guys, this is the first one, 2-wheel drive. We're just gonna go from a dead stop. We're not gonna bring up the RPM or anything, so. Oh, it's spinning, 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 spinning. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, it's spinning, 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 spinning. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Oh man. It was spinning pretty good actually. And it's very hard to hold this. So 0 to 60, 8.47. That is terrible. And it thinks, let's see if it thinks what vehicle this in. Last time we did this was in Kennedy's vehicle. And what's really cool about the Draggy app is you can add a vehicle. So we'll get pulled over real quick and we'll get the next one set up. That thing spun pretty good though. Like I said, it's 2-wheel drive and the roads are pretty wet right now. Okay, so round 2 in 2-wheel drive. Let's get to a good spot here. There was a little part, once I saw the car coming, I let off the throttle just a little bit. So this one should be a little better, but yeah, she's definitely spinning. So here we go, round 2, 2-wheel drive. Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Come on, baby! Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Come on, baby! Oh yeah, much better. 7.64, I think. Oh yeah, much better. So 7.64. And the traction control is on, so we may try 1 or 2 with the traction control off, but the traction control is on. So obviously it's cutting power, and then once it feels it hook up, it's bringing the power back in. So 7.64. Obviously, what made the biggest difference was it spun just a little less, and then I stayed in the throttle the entire time. So we will probably do one with the traction control off and see how bad it is. So you can see the road's a little bit more dry over here, obviously a little bumpier too. So we'll get turned around, we'll go back to the same spot just so at least we're on the same road, because this one's a little more dry over here. Okay, so we found another road in Mexico pretty similar to the other road. We're gonna put this guy in 4-wheel drive auto. What's really cool obviously about new vehicles is you don't have to stop to put in 4-wheel drive. It's 4-wheel drive on the fly. I remember my old like early 90s Jeep Cherokee, you know, you had to stop, yank that thing in 4-wheel drive. Anyways, we're in 4-wheel drive auto. Let's see what it can do. So we'll get the Draggy going. Oh, damn, that thing just hooks and goes. Woo-wee! Oh, damn, that thing just hooks and goes. Woo-wee! Oh, man. Oh, man. 721. Wow. That was a lot faster. 721. The biggest difference was obviously right off the hit. It just hooked and went. Now where I felt it, I mean, this is butt dyno stuff, you know, but where I felt it kind of fall off was the 50 to 60 seemed a little bit slower. Now that could just be me just driving it, but dang, obviously I knew it was going to get out of the hole quicker. I didn't think it'd be that much quicker though. 721, and the fastest 2-wheel drive launch was 747 0 to 60. Pretty cool. So yeah, we will do one more in 4-wheel drive just to see if we can get it any better, any worse. So, and remember, we're just foot braking, we're not even bringing the RPM up. Just mashing the gas here. See, you can see, to me it feels a little bit slower right now. So, and remember, we're just foot braking, we're not even bringing the RPM up. Just mashing the gas here. See, you can see, to me it feels a little bit slower right there. Right there. 710! 710! Wow! 710, that is pretty impressive. So we'll go back to 2-wheel drive here. Wow, 710. Almost in the 6s, which for a, you know, a truck that has a 1.5-inch spacer on the front, it's got 285-inch tires. Like I said, it's almost a 33-inch tire. So some 285s, 1.5-inch lift, 392 gear ratio. Almost in the 6s for a big 4-wheel drive truck. That's not bad. You know, it's just a gas 5.7 liter V8. Now I do have a friend, my buddy Leroy, Randy's brother. He actually has the e-torque, so it'll be really cool I think they're out on vacation for Thanksgiving, obviously, but it would be really cool to get in his truck, do the same, and then actually race them. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below, and we can, excuse me, we can get his truck out and test out that e-torque and see what the difference is. So guys, I think a couple things I'd like to see. I think a good video, and you guys let me know down below what you think, but I think a good video would be this exact same truck with some stock tires. Now this does have the stock 20-inch wheels on it with the Laramie package, but some stock tires, maybe even like a summer tire or something that's a little grippier and obviously smaller, so we don't lose a little bit of that power. So I think I'd like to see my exact truck, and maybe we could borrow Leroy's wheels and tires, throw his on, see what the difference is, because I'd really like to see the acceleration difference between a big off-road tire and a summer tire. Now I know there's going to be a difference, obviously, but I'd like to see the actual difference. I'd really be interested in that. And then I'd like to see his truck with the e-torque, and maybe we put his on my off-road tires and his on his like summer all-terrain, whatever they are, tires that he has. So, oh, fuel low, racing too much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully some good information for you. Obviously these 5.7 liter V8 Hemis aren't the fastest trucks, but I really like using the Draggy app, and I thought it'd be a cool little video to make with 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, especially when the roads are a little slick out. So obviously 4-wheel drive gets out of the hole quicker. Like I said, it felt a little bit slower up top, but that could just be my butt dyno being incorrect. So let me know what videos you guys want to see down below using the Draggy app, and hopefully you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. I will see you guys on the next video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, comment down below what you'd like to see on the next video, and hit that subscribe button.